speaking to the Pharisees, gives you both doctrine: free will and predestination or election. Free will, predestination, or election. Watch what he says in chapter 6. Now they asked him in verse 28, what must we do? So John 6, verse 28. What must we do to do the works that God requires? And Jesus answered, the work of God is this, to believe in the one whom he has sent. So they asked him, what miraculous sign then will you give us that we may see and believe? What will you do? Our forefathers ate the manna in the desert, as it is written, he gave them bread from heaven to eat. Jesus said to them, I tell you the truth, it is not Moses who has given you bread from heaven, but it is my Father whom gives you the true bread from heaven. For the bread of God is he who comes down from heaven and gives life to the world. They said, from now on, give us this bread. And Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. I am sustenance. I am life, he says. He says, if you eat of me, you'll never go hungry. And he who believes in me will never thirst. But as I told you, you have seen me, and still you do not believe. All the Father gives me will come to me. There's predestination. All the Father has given me will come to me. How do we know? He has predestined all those that are coming to Jesus. Then look at the next part of his statement. Doesn't even take a breath. And whoever comes to me, I will never drive away. That is free will. In one sentence, Jesus Christ taught an antinomy, a paradoxical truth. There's one other paradoxical truth you have in your scriptures. Do you know what it is? Where they're both true, but there's no way they could be? Is Jesus Christ 100% man?
Yes.
Is Jesus Christ 100% God?
Yes.
How? How do you have 200% of something? He's either man or he's God. He can't be both. He is. He is. See, you and I, in a finite mind, can never comprehend or understand the workings of an infinite God in his mind. Are we good?
So, maybe I'm missing something, but to me it seems like that God has predestined based on our free will choices. Right? In other words, the key is that he has the ability to see the end of the game before the game is played. We're not used to that. We're used to him saying that our choices will lead us, our choices will result in, he already knows what our choices were. He gave us a complete free will, and he knows ahead of time who said yes and who said no.
Great point. So the question is, that means God has predestined us according to him knowing the choices we're going to make.
It wasn't according to what he wanted. It was according to what we eventually were going to choose that he already knew.
Okay, so the statement is it's not according to what he wanted, but what we have chosen, what he knows we're going to choose. How does he know what we're going to choose?
Because he can see the end.
Foreknowledge, right? So, again, is there a point where God didn't know what you were going to choose? He had to wait. He had to bring about the scenario where somebody witnessed to you or gave you a tract, and he's sitting back waiting. Oh, yeah, he's in Lamb's Book of Life. Right? Because, no, but that's logical. What you're thinking, what you're saying is right on. It's logical.
But there's no free will is limited within the constraints of his foreknowledge.
Right, so we